Hi guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, my name is Femke and in today's video I am going to share a swatch again in my weekly nail polish of the week series. So definitely grab your own supplies and paint your nails together with me, and if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you would like to do so. Hit that notification bell as well and become a part of my little nail family here at YouTube. But as usual, you want to start out with clean nails and apply your base. I'm just going in with the Strong Start base by Essie. I think I got this one in my advent calendar by Essie last year. I had purchased it myself just to see what's in it and if it's actually worth the money. If you're curious about stuff like that, I tend to do advent calendars on my Instagram account in my stories. So yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram if you're curious to see what the calendars of this year will be. Of course, it is only August when this video will go live, but yeah, you can't be too early, you know, or maybe that's just a super Dutch thing to say, as we Dutch people really like to be on time and even a little early. Or pretty much always early. But yeah, back to the whole video, the application and so on. Of course, you just want to apply this fluently and just cap off the edges as well and let it sit for about 5 minutes before going in with your colored coat. Of course, you can just grab whatever base you have lying around. I just tend to switch them up every now and then, so I actually use the different ones that I have on my work desk. But the color I will be swatching in this week's video is actually one by Cirque colors. This is such a cool brand. I have purchased this one from hypnoticpolish.com. I think they are about 12 euros if I'm correct. They are safe to use, they are scent free, cruelty free, they're vegan, the whole good shebang. And the color that I will be using is called Cool Blast. It is actually quite a cool color, as the name already describes. It is a bluish kind of tone, but the flakies in this one are insane. It kind of shifts from a gold to a green towards an orangey copper and a pinkish kind of tone as well. So it definitely has a multi-colored kind of shift to it. Really awesome. The only thing is the base is quite sheer and jelly-ish, so you definitely need a couple of layers to get this one more opaque and more deep in color as well. But as you can see with this first application coat, it is definitely sheer, and I will be swatching this one for 3 coats in this particular video. After the third coat, as you might see at the end of the video as well, it still isn't 100% opaque. So if you want it to be even more opaque, you will definitely need a 4th coat of this color, which is not something that I tend to do really often, but I have mentioned this in one of my previous nail polish of the week videos as well. If a color is really special and really unique and I want it to be just a little bit more opaque, I am willing to go into that 3rd layer and just waiting a longer period of time before my polish is completely dry and hardened out. But for like your regular drugstore polishes, I feel like 2 coats is the way to go, and I don't want to spend more time on them like waiting for it to dry. But when it comes to special like indie brand polishes like this one, as well as for instance the KB Shimmer one that I swatched in one of my previous nail polish of the week videos, I feel like just 3 coats is perfectly fine, just because these colors are so unique and special and just really cool looking. And as I mentioned in the KB Shimmer one or the swatch video, the more layers you will apply, the more deep and intense and like the more depth the end result will give. So yeah, it is totally worth it for me for special polish like this one by Cirque colors to just go in with a 3rd coat. But yeah, as I mentioned, it could definitely need a 4th layer. Here I'm applying the 2nd coat already, and you can just see the color building up just slowly but very like naturally looking. I don't feel like you have to apply really thick layers of this polish, which is a good thing as well. and it also dries pretty fast because there are so many flakies in here. That is something that I tend to see a lot when it comes to shimmery or glittery or flaky like kind of polishes. They dry really fast. So yeah, you can definitely take a little time while doing your application or your like separate coats. But you don't want to be super slow when applying one coat to one specific nail, because this color will dry pretty fast and it might dry on you if you're a little slower in your nail to nail application, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this second coat, it is already pretty decent. I'd say it's like 60% opaque. It is not super bad, but if you're like me and you like a little bit more opaqueness going on onto your nail plate or your nail design or anything like that, definitely go in for that third coat. Even though it isn't fully opaque, I was happy enough with that third layer. Of course, just apply an extra one if you feel like it. Like, there are no rules to nail art or nail polish or anything like that. At the end of the day, if you don't like it or you want to switch it up, you can just remove it with some nail polish remover and just apply whatever other polish you would like. But yeah, this color and like the brand Cirque colors on its own, I've just recently dipped my toes into indie brands, and Cirque colors was one of the first brands that I actually got my hands on. I was so impressed with all of these swatches that I saw in other YouTube videos, but also just pictures when I was googling specific collections and stuff. The colors look really good, and I definitely love the fact that they are vegan and cruelty free, that they are safe to use. They are 10 free as well, which means they don't contain 10 of the most harmful, like toxic kind of ingredients that are mostly found in regular nail polishes. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. And yeah, this color is just really cool. If you're into blue tones but you like a little bit more like special or different kind of colors, definitely check this cool blast one out, because the flakies in this one, wow, I think it's really cool. I haven't seen any other nail polish like this before. It is definitely a one of a kind in my collection. And trust me, my nail polish collection is pretty big. I am not quite sure what the exact amount of polishes is that I have in my collection, but there are at least 2,500 towards 3,000, maybe even more. I really have no idea. I really have to count them once, but I will definitely spending a lot of time counting the bottles of polish. So yeah, if I do have some extra spare time or time off of work, I will definitely just once, like in an afternoon, sit down and count them all. But I will definitely need something like a notepad or a notebook to actually write down the amount that I've counted, because I will lose count for sure. I get distracted pretty easily, especially when it comes to nail polishes. So yeah, I will definitely need to keep my head while counting, like on the dot, you know. So yeah, if you're curious to know how many polishes I own, definitely let me know in the comments down below, and I will try to just count them once and maybe just share it in like a community post or something like that. Maybe even do a poll, like how many polishes you people think I own. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts or wild guesses about that. But yeah, back to the video, because I'm already applying my top coat, which is one by Essence. I've had this one for a little bit. It is actually quite nice if you have to disinfect your nails or your hands a lot. I had to do so ever since the pandemic hit. I just kept on working and not working from home. I had to be on location like 5-6 days a week. So yeah, I had to disinfect my hands a lot, and this top coat actually helps with that and make sure that your manicure lasts a longer period of time. But thank you guys so much for watching. It's already the end of the video. I love you so much, and as usual, I hope to see you in my next video.